Dan Illman, Mike Beer, time to take a look at the field for the $500,000 TVG Stakes at Kentucky Downs on Sunday. It's race number 9. We're going 1 mile and 5/16 for fillies and mares. We only got a field of 6 for this $500,000 race. And it's worth mentioning that the 2 Theodora B is cross-entered at Woodbine on Saturday, and the 4 English Affair is cross-entered at Kentucky Downs on Saturday as well. So kind of a difficult race to handicap for us, Mike.
Yeah, we'll see how big a field we get. Either way, we're not going to have a big field, Deb. We're either going to have 6 or we're going to have something less than that. Either way, whether there's 6 or 5 or 4, Mississippi is the horse to beat.
Mississippi is the horse to beat, certainly for Graham Motion, going second start of the year. We take a look at the Timeform U.S. pace projector, and the 2 horses that are cross-entered are expected to not only make the lead, but to be rather clear. And that is Theodora B, who went gate to wire last time out, and English Affair, who doesn't have much early speed, but is tactical enough. If they're out, I guess Delta's Kingdom would be in front. I'm expecting this pace to be slow no matter what.
Yeah, they're not going to go fast. That seems assured. We'll just see if these 2 expected pace setters actually run here.
Delta's Kingdom, the number 1, is 20-1 on the morning line, probably because she's tried stakes competition 3 times in the past without being able to crack the trifecta in any one of those races. We'll watch her most recent effort at Ellis Park on August the 29th. You see her on the outside in the green silks. She's going to grind it up into second. This was an okay field, not great. The 5th place finisher came back to earn a 74. Beyer went 3rd, and non-winners of 2 other than. And the fact that she's so close on the pace projector, that shows that this pace isn't going to be fast because she's a 1-run closer.
Yeah, I mean, she just doesn't have any speed at all. You saw where she came from in that video, and that's her running style. She ran fine in that race. Her 2 wins on turf so far, I mean, she just came from the clouds to win those races. It feels like she's up against it either way in the spot.
Theodora B, the number 2, you liked last time out in the Dance Smartly, and she just controlled a slow pace from start to finish. It was a really nice call by you. We turn to the stretch, and Theodora B's off the rail in those cheek pieces on the lead. The Chad Brown trained favorite, Etoile, tries to come up the inside, but Theodora B keeps staying on to win. It was a very game performance for a horse that's been underrated for most of her career. She usually shows up every time, and if she runs in this race, she's probably controlling a moderate pace, a similar situation as last time.
Yeah, I mean, she did take advantage in that race that we just watched there, but it could happen again here. Yeah, there's just no pace in this race if this is where they run her. And it did, at least last time, it proved that she can get a distance of ground, because I did think that was kind of a question going into the Dance Smartly, but she got it. I mean, she got it with the help of a very slow pace, but she got the distance.
Mississippi won her North American debut last summer at Saratoga in the graded Glens Falls, then made Sister Charlie run hard in the Flower Bowl, a grade 1. Her seasonal debut off a lengthy layoff came in the way. Let's watch that race right now. Joel Rosario wanted to get her close early. She steadied on the first turn. She eventually ended up in the pocket. She's in the brown silks, going to split horses in a little bit tight here outside of My Sister Nat. I thought all in all, first start off, what, a 10-month layoff, going 1.5 miles. She still shows that fight to the wire. Graham Motion is one of the great layoff trainers in the game. I'm sure he had Mississippi ready to go, but it was nice to see her fire with the similar form that she showed last year. And as you said in the Open, she's the horse to beat.
Yeah, just the horse to beat. I think if you just, watch the replay from when we showed it right there, you would say, boy, she was a short price, and that was her excuse. She had every chance and couldn't get it done, but she was off the layoff, and she was very fresh early in that race, I thought. I mean, she just would not settle for Rosario. It probably cost her a little something. She ran fine in there, and even if she ran that race back then, I think she'd be tough. And if she takes a step forward, I mean, she's going to be really tough.
English Affair would love it if there's given the ground. She handled it last time out. Soft turf at Ellis Park. Let's watch that race going 1 mile. She got a beautiful ride from Rafael Bejarano, saving ground every step until upper stretch. She eases outside the pace setter. She grinds on by. She earns a career best 99 Beyer for this race. This race was at 1 mile. I think there is a little bit of a question as to whether she'll be as effective at 1 mile and 5/16, but she's in form, and again, she'd appreciate cutting the ground.
Yeah, she would. She did run well last time, and we'll see if she can back that race up. But, she has other races, Dan. She's a grade 3 winner on the turf. Overall, her longer distance races maybe aren't her best ones, but she ran pretty well in the Dowager. That was back in 2018, the grade 3, another race with given the ground. But she ran well in that race. Did not have a very easy trip.
Siberian Iris, the 5, was a stakes winner going 11 furlongs during the summer of 2019, but it was a race where there was a wicked pace to set her up, and she was able to come closing. It doesn't seem like that situation is available to her. She exits the same race as Overthinking. Let's watch this year's edition of the CTT and TOC stakes. Overthinking is the number 8 in here on the outside, an even finish to be third in a race where the 4th finisher came back to run third in the grade 2 maybe with an 89 buyer. Overthinking runs third. Siberian Iris runs a late running 6th, but Siberian Iris really needs pace. Overthinking is a bit more tactical.
Yeah, I prefer Overthinking of those two, but at the end of the day, I don't know how much I want either one of them, Dan. I thought Overthinking might have, she ran fine last time. I thought she might have hung a little bit at the end of that race, though.
Let's take a look at our top picks for the TVG Stakes. There might be some scratches. Pay attention to the changes. If Mississippi shows up with her race from last time or any of her races from last year minus the Breeders' Cup, she's likely going to win, and we see it the same way. Same Soupy, 3, 4, 2, and 6.
Yeah, I just feel like this is the right spot for Mississippi. If I take a shot against her, it will be with English Affair, but I doubt I do that.
Race number 9 is the TVG Stakes. $500,000 is the purse. It's your race number 9 at Kentucky Downs on Sunday with an approximate post of 4:32 Central. Best of luck.